Good morning. My name is Beth, and I'd like to welcome you back to Coldstream Cottage. And if you haven't been here before, welcome. I am 71. I'm retired. I have grandchildren here in Florida. My son has 3 boys. My daughter has a daughter and a stepdaughter. And I'm really excited because my stepdaughter is coming in Tuesday. She's flying in from Florida. She's 15, and we haven't seen her for a little while, and so I'm really excited about her coming. Today, I'm at the church. I dropped my grandbaby off, my granddaughter off, and she invited a friend. Her little friend is in Sunday school with her, and it's about, I don't know what time it is. It's 9:30, I guess, in the morning on Sunday morning. I wanted to just drop in and let you know how this year so far has been. I've had both my eyes had cataracts. The left one was worse than the right one, I think. But my husband decided with me to get the laser surgery, and so I had that done in June. And I had one eye done, waited 3 weeks, and I had the other eye done, and it's wonderful, amazing, it's great. The only thing I might need is to cut my bangs, I think. The only thing I might need is to have some reading glasses if I want to read something real fine print. Let's see, the other thing is my parents are 89 and 90, and they live about an hour and a half away, and haven't been able to get there as often as I would have liked. We went on a cruise in April. You'll probably see that on Encompass Travel. That's our other channel. And we had a grand time. I did do something silly. Like I thought maybe I was 21 again, and I picked up a suitcase and some other things that were a little bit heavy, and I pulled my muscles in my right side really bad, to the point where I had to go to the ship's doctor, which I'd never done before. And long story short, that kind of set me out of commission for just a little bit. And I find that I think that I can do more than I can. I think that I can still do things that I did when I was 38 and 48 and 58, and I can't. And I'm trying to come to the realization that I need to slow down and do things that I can do without injuring myself or hurting myself. I had considered getting someone to come and help me clean the house. We have a 2-story, about 23 or 2,400 square foot house. We have a couple of rooms that we don't use a lot, but we do have a studio for YouTube and guests and things like that. We have a room for my granddaughter and both my granddaughters when they're here, and we have a room there. And then my husband had an office, but he decided to switch and move into the large room, which is the long room over the garage. But that worked out really well. I'm feeling guilty about not being able to go see my parents. The weather has not been good, and we had a big storm last night, and we were going to go the hour and a half today, but they're calling for severe thunderstorms about the time that we would be leaving to come back home, and it concerns me because my granddaughter wanted to go. And but my parents, I think it gets lonely in a long time when we don't get to go see them. My husband and I had considered at one point, before we bought this house, which we've been in for 3 years now, we had considered moving into a condominium. In South Carolina, unless you're in a coastal area or possibly a mountain area, we don't have a lot of the condo choices that, say, Florida may have, or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Other states, um, but we're looking for something that's maybe 1,200 square feet, 2 bedrooms. That way, we wouldn't have to, as we age, we could give up the pool maintenance and the yard maintenance and cleaning a big house and repairing a big house. We've had the windows replaced downstairs. We've had the heating and air replaced. We had the roof replaced. We had roof and everything replaced on the back deck. We had that's about it, I think. But we have trees, and we back up to a defunct golf course, which is now a recreation area, which is wonderful. Um, but that comes with a price, and the maintenance on that, and then we have pest control, and then you have mosquitoes, and then you have uh, uh, the yard cut every couple of weeks and more when it's raining like this. And Dean's keeps saying, no, it's not your fault that we moved here. But we had a pretty sweet deal. We lived about 9 or 10 miles out from here in Irmo, going toward the lake. And we had a 1 story. We had like a 2.99% interest rate. It was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, open concept, small lot, kind of the perfect thing. But I had a conniption fit about moving closer to my granddaughter, to be with her at school and not have to drive so far all the time. And it seemed like that we were not being able to see them as much as I wanted to. So I'm hard-headed, and I like what I like. And so reluctantly, I think my husband caved in, and we got this house. The house we were in was a brand new house. They built it before we could move in. We had to wait for it to be built. And this house is 1999, I think. And it was not as, I don't think it was as built as well as the one we were in. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I tell you what, we've moved a lot, and I don't know why. Seems like we're never satisfied, but I really would like to be satisfied. I do not want to move again, but I just could keep thinking about we having a mortgage, and if we could sell this house and get enough out of it, and I think we can. I think we could get about, I don't know, enough to buy a condo for cash mostly, and then we would have more income, even if the only income we had was Social Security and 401k and pension. We would be set. We would live very comfortably. The things we give up is being 3/10 of a mile from my granddaughter and my church and my familiar places here in Irmo, our doctor, our pharmacy, our grocery store, our shopping. Yeah. But it's not like it doesn't have it there. It's downtown. And that's the other thing. It's urban. So that's another thing. But it does have a garage and an elevator and maintenance and a pool, and it's near the hospitals, and it's a little bit kind of near the interstate. But it's about 25 minutes or so from where we are now. And my granddaughter's going into the 6th grade, and I just wanted to be here for her. But I also have to remember that I have to think of us, because Dean's still working because he's older than I am. Anyway, I'm rattling on. I'm being really, really chatty. That was all. That was all. I just wanted to check in and see how everybody was, and to let you know I we really appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing. Subscribing doesn't cost one thing, but it helps us so much. It really does help us. And in our journey to share maybe some of our knowledge with you, to think about before you move, about your future situation. And I was 68 or 67, 68 when we bought this house, and now I'm 71. And I think about every day I go up the stairs, how much longer can I do this? It's fine now, but how much longer can I do that? And so is this going to be practical? Maybe that's a situation that you're in. I am beyond blessed to be able to be this close to my family, and to have a home, and to be retired. And I do so much more now than I ever did before. I sometimes I have to niche out some time for me, and then some days I'm just lazy as I can be. I'm just like a cat in a window in the sunshine. I don't do anything but drink coffee and watch TV and thumb through Facebook and YouTube. But so have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll check back with you in a little while.